going?
All right, let's do this, Glenn.
Excellent. So this is a 1961 Cessna 172B. I think it's the best Cessna out there.
And why is that?
It's heavily modified. I bought it as a B model because it has a manual flap handle. So you don't have to wait for a little electric motor to deploy the flaps. You can like pull them really quickly. And then as soon as I bought it, I stripped it clean, put in a glass panel, extended the wings. So it's got 3 extra feet of wing length. Changed the shape of the front of the wing. And those two things mean that I can go really slow. So if I'm flying in Northern Ontario under like a grass strip or a gravel strip, I can come in really, really slow and gentle. Gives me better lift too. And in about a month, we're taking the old engine out and we're swapping in a brand new, bigger engine, more horsepower.
Wow, that sounds
exciting. More horsepower is always.
You always want to add a horsepower.
You always want more. So do you want to get in? We're going to go and see the Avro?
All right, let's head.
Cool.
Let's head out. Oh, look at that. An iPad mount. I never ever envisioned that. Look how modern that dash is.
Yeah.
Wow. So all those analog dials are gone.
The only thing I kept was the clock. I really liked the analog clock.
Yeah, I guess that stays pretty accurate for the most part.
It doesn't work very well.
Oh, no.
It's 65 years old. It's kind of...
Yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah. Okay, let's get in.
Okay, you've done all the pre-checks?
I've done the pre-flight, so I'll just go through it with you, what you need to know.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher is between the seats here.
Okay.
If we need a fire extinguisher. I may say to you, turn on the ELT. That's this red switch that's right in front of you, and so you just push it up to turn it on.
Okay.
That's the emergency locator transmitter.
Okay.
Shouldn't need that.
If we need that.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Also, if we need that and we're going to land in a field or something, I may ask you to unlatch your door.
Okay.
Which is just pull up or push down on the black handle.
Okay.
You won't be able to push it open in the air.
Yeah.
Because the airflow past it. But if it's unlatched and we take a really hard landing, it won't jam.
Right.
So we can get it.
Gotcha.
Keep your feet off the pedals.
Unless you ask me to.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. But you've got 40 hours, haven't you?
Yeah, 40 hours from 25 years ago.
Well,
but I'm sure it's like riding a bike. Well, these are kind of like riding bikes.
A little bit.
It's like a bike in the air.
Yeah.
I try to explain it to people. It's like a go-kart in the air.
Yeah.
Takes a few seconds or takes a few minutes to get used to the turbulence kind of thing, because it does bounce around a little bit. But
bounce around, and we will get bounced a little bit because there's a little bit of cloud over there.
And then you usually get more bouncing over roadways and stuff like that as well.
Yep.
So as soon as we go over the lake, it's smooth sailing.
And then you hit the land again and you're the bounce. Okay.
All right, let's get in.
Jump in and away we go. Well, in traffic, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, rolling on runway 23, right-hand turnout, climbing 6,500, heading towards Hamilton. Well, in traffic. Airspeed's alive. Everything's in the green.
It's up quick.
It's not too bad. I mean, it's gonna get really quick with that new engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have a special guest. We have Andy from DeBoss Garage. Andy picked me up this morning at the Welland Airport, and so the last episode was us going to DeBoss Garage and taking a look at their really cool projects that are going on. Now Andy and I are flying up to Edenvale, and we're going to take a look at the Avro Arrow. And the other boys from DeBoss are driving up for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I got to get in the plane.
They're driving up to Edenvale. We're going to meet them there, and we're going to take a look at the Avro Arrow. So hopefully you'll come along, and hopefully you'll go and take a look at the last video as well.
So what got you into flying? How long have you been into flying?
So I've had my pilot's license for
58, contact departure 128.8. Good day.
27 years, 26, 27 years. I got it just before the turn of the century. Isn't that crazy? That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
And so when I was filming TV ads, everybody golfed. And a lot of business deals were done out on the golf course.
Yeah.
I hated golf. Absolutely hated golf. So I'd always wanted to fly. And I thought, oh, if I get my pilot's license, I can get the people that make decisions on who gets these jobs in the seat.
Yeah.
And I've got them for at least an hour. And so that's what I did. I got my pilot's license, and then I would take the executive producers from the production houses that I wanted to get jobs at.
Right.
And say, hey, you know, let's go for a spin in the plane. And they're like, what? A spin in the plane? It's like, yeah, let's go for a spin in the plane. And so I did that, which helped me get a lot of jobs early on.
Was it this plane or this?
No, I was renting the planes.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
at that point. So once we get away from this airspace a little bit, we're going to get away from Toronto.
Yeah.
I'll take the autopilot off if you want to fly. Do you
Oh
wanna...
man, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cancel flight following. If you want to slide your seat forward so you can reach the pedals.
Yeah.
Toronto Center, Foxtrot, Mike Victor uniform.
Mike Victor uniform, go ahead.
I'd like to cancel flight following at this point if I could, please. Thank you very much.
Roger, have a good day.
Have a great day. Switching to en route, Mike Victor uniform. So just with your one side,
Okay.
right, and pull back a little bit. A little bit more. Pull back a little bit more. There you go. That's good. Okay. So we'll even out there.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yep. Okay. Forward just a touch. So there's your engine instruments and your so there's your altitude.
Why is it so much bumpier for me? Come on.
So if you try to get it back up to 4,500 feet. So we're at 4,380 now. So very slightly pull back, and we're off the line. So turn a little bit to the left. A little bit more to the left. What you're going to see is there'll be some purple boxes come through here, and you just fly through the middle of the purple boxes.
I can't believe how much more nervous I just got here.
There you go. So you see the purple boxes? You just want to go.
Okay, those guys
Yeah,
there.
you just want to go a little bit right, and you'll come right through the middle, and you want to pull back just a little bit.
It's like a video game.
It's just like a video game.
Jeez Louise.
Yep. So we're 4,480. We're pretty close to 4,500.
Okay.
Edenvale Airport. Automated weather observation.
Okay, I'm going to take over because we need to descend now.
Okay.
Wind.
I got control.
7 0.
Mike Victor uniform established left downwind runway 13, Edenville. Edenville traffic, Mike Victor uniform base to final runway 13, full stop, Edenville.
And Edenville traffic, Yankee Charter Way is rejoining the beginning of downwind 13.
Thank you for that orbit, Mike Victor uniform.
You're welcome.
Oh man, that was
Well, that wasn't that smooth.
pretty smooth.
There it is.
So I'm a little bit older. I built model planes of this when I was a kid. Little model planes, had them hanging from my ceiling in my room.
Yeah.
What's your first memory of this plane?
My first memory was watching the CBC documentary on this thing when I was a little kid. I think I was probably 7, 8, or 9.
Yep.
And I wasn't completely aware of how monumental this thing was in a positive and a negative way for Canada.
Yep.
But we got a lot of history we got to go over on this thing because this thing is just yeah, like I said, it So the crazy thing is that from paper to in the air took 11 months, 40,000 people, and it's taking us longer to decide if we want to buy one jet or the other today, when back then they could have just said, we're building it and we'll have it to you in 11 months. That is absolutely insane. No computers or anything, just thousands of people leaning over giant desks with pencils and like protractors and doing calculations and 1957 and
producing something that was, what, 20 years ahead of its time?
Yeah.
In comparison to what else was out there.
Right. How incredible this thing was, how efficiently we were able to put this thing together, and then how detrimental it was to the Canadian economy when they canceled the thing. Not only did we build a plane that was 20 years ahead of its time, when they canceled it, I don't even think they set us back 20 years. I think they stalled everything that Canada could have been when this was scrapped.
Innovation ended because there was a brain drain. The engineers that worked on this left.
Yeah.
They found jobs at the other aircraft manufacturers or NASA and went to the United States.
Yeah.
And so that brain drain is set us back an incredible amount.
And the complete demoralization
Of
dedicating.
Let's do something cool and then just have it squashed.
Yeah.
And
they didn't just squash it. They came to work one morning and they were cutting them apart with torches. They cut them to pieces. They completely destroyed them.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, we're going to stop making them and send them to museums, or stop making them and keep using the ones that are already built, or finish building the 30-some that were in the assembly line. It was like, no, we're going to cut them up and forget that this ever happened.
Yeah.
Well, and I've had people say to me, maybe this wasn't the greatest jet ever. And even if it wasn't, the innovation that would have come after it, the iterations that would have come after it, would have set us up.
2.0, 2.5, 3.0, it's crazy.
On the back wall, there's some renderings of projects that they were going to move on to after this one. And some of those are amazing.
Now,
my first impression every time I walk into this hangar is just the scale.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Like, it's a single pilot Interceptor, and it is massive.
A lot to be in control of.
Yeah.
Up in the air,
Yeah.
20,000 feet in the air, or whatever it is, you're up there.
At really fast speeds, designed by somebody with a pencil.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of trust in that 40,000 person room there.
Yes.
There's one person that's relying on 40,000 people.
Do you think 150 rivets will hold it?
Yeah. Well, let me get out my slide rule.
Let's do 160. Yeah.
So Claude Sherwood, he kind of headed up the project to get the replica built. So that was in around 1996, and that was in Downsview, which is part of Toronto. There was a museum there at one point. So that was a military training base. So Downsview Park, people are from the Toronto area. People kind of know it as a place for like concerts and stuff like that. So that big field there. So they had an airplane hangar there. Claude got together. He was an employee there at Avro when he was 21 years old. And then went back to this project to build this replica. So started around 96, ended around 2004, 2005. Where it stayed in the hangar there for years until, I guess, the Downsview Museum kind of ran into financial difficulties. They weren't able to keep that museum going. It wasn't a going concern. And they had to get it out of there. It ended up going over to Pearson Airport, where it got a tarp put over it and sat for years there. So Pearson said, hey, we're getting pretty busy. You got to get this thing out of here. So it ended up, Milan Koopa got word of it. He took a look at it and said, you know what, I have a perfect spot. I have an airport. So he brought it over here, and it's been here since 2018.
Is there any chance that we could ever bring this back? Is there any chance that we could ever restart where we left off? Has it been too long?
I think.
Is there a need?
Well, I mean,
there's a need to get people excited about doing cool shit again.
Yeah.
And I think we've lost that. Where we've been replaced with entertainment and food, and why bother? Why would I work crazy hours to design something innovative when what's in it for me type of thing? And I think we lost that. Where when we did go to China, they still have some of that where it's like, it doesn't matter whether I'm designing a pencil or I'm designing a plane, I'm gonna put my 100% into it, and it's gonna be the best dang pencil that is gonna be on the market, and I'm gonna show you why. Whereas here, they're just like, you know what, let's go fishing, let's go camping, let's watch Netflix, let's I don't know, do an escape room?
My wife teaches science to kids,
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh, your husband's a YouTuber. I want to be a YouTuber." It's like, don't be a YouTuber. Be an aviation engineer.
Design an engine that the turbines glow red when it's spinning at 500,000 RPM and deflect and grow, and yet doesn't fall apart after thousands of hours of use.
Or don't come out of your room.
Yes. Yes. And I don't just want a TikTok of you dancing in front of the engine. I want you actually designing the engine.
This is my interpretation of a plane.
Can we get back to that? Can we regain that?
I don't know. So this is a mock-up engine of the Iroquois Mk2 engine. This was actually in the documentary that I was talking about on CBC. They tested it on a B-47. They stuck it on the back, and it did work. But when they were going to put it in the plane, it didn't fit. So they've got pictures of this engine, which was superior to the first one, like going into the Avro. But that was just a publicity stunt because it didn't actually fit. But then the project was scrapped before they could even put the better engine into it.
Right.
But it was still already flying Mach 2.
It was already flying Mach 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can understand the rate of development, that's a Tiger Moth built in the late 40s. The Avro started in the mid 50s and went from, bi-wing with cables holding parts together, a wooden propeller that you have to start by like spinning it.
Fabric.
To a drive-by-wire 30-ton plane that can do Mach 2. Like imagine if the trajectory of development continued in that rather than just completely stopping and that's it. Like, and the people that designed this went off to NASA and went to the moon. I'm like legitimately upset.
I think any Canadian who actually knows about this is upset about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how do we prevent that from ever happening again?
How do we bring it back? How do we bring it back?
Edenville traffic, Foxtrot and Mike Victor uniform, entering runway 26 for departure. Left-hand turnout southeastbound to Oshawa, Edenville. Edenville traffic, Foxtrot and Mike Victor uniform, rolling on 26. Okay, so I had a great day with the guys from DeBoss Garage. Had a lot of fun at the Avro Arrow. Didn't cover everything. I know, there's so many things that that we needed to cover with that aircraft. I would encourage you to do a whole pile of research, read some really good websites. There's some really good books on it. I had to get out of Edenvale because there's a bit of weather moving in and I needed to get ahead of it. So I'm on my way back to Oshawa. Thanks for watching. Please leave down in the comments what you'd like to see me go and see. What are you interested in this Explore Canada series? Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.
Oshawa Tower, Freedom 470, entrance controls down, field side. Freedom 470, Oshawa Tower, re-clear direct to the field. Clear direct to the field, Freedom 470. Mike Victor Uniform, wind 210 at 17, cleared to land runway 23.
Cleared to land 23, Mike Victor Uniform.
Freedom 470, ground, sorry, Tower, you'll be following a 172 on the right base for runway 23, about a mile north of the field. And you can expect into wind via 23, into wind, and then air taxiing over to Enterprise if that works for you. Freedom 470, that works for us, and we got the traffic inside. We'll make the best to follow in. Thank you. Mike Victor Uniform, tower direct to the threshold, please.
Direct threshold, Mike Victor Uniform.
Freedom 470, just confirm you can overfly threshold of 2-3 into wind and then break off your discretion for Enterprise. The traffic's taking a full stop on short final.
Freedom 470 copies 2-3 and a break off for Enterprise.
Mike Victor Uniform, exit right on Bravo and contact ground 118.4 when off.
Right on Bravo, contact ground 1 off, Mike Victor Uniform.
Freedom 470, wind 210 at 18 gusting 24, land your discretion Enterprise apron.
Land our discretion Enterprise, Freedom 470.
Offshore ground, Foxtrot and Mike Victor Uniform on Bravo, requesting taxi to the T's, please.
Mike Victor Uniform, offshore ground, taxi Bravo, Alpha Delta to the T's.
Bravo, Alpha, Delta to the T's, Mike Victor Uniform.
Offshore ground, Foxtrot Echo Uniform Hotel, main apron, request taxi instructions for runway 23, eastbound.
Oh my. Shit.
100.
Center line, center line, center line, center line, center line.
30. 20. 10.
Center line with weather. Water break with you. Now you need to brake manually because all the brakes are off. Well, that was survivable, man. Nicely done.
And I can take us off on Bravo 4.